The chamber fell silent as Eva Martinez stepped through the crystalline doors of the Galactic Council's Grand Assembly Hall. Her boots echoed against the polished obsidian floor, each step measured and deliberate. Behind her, Oliver Chun carried the leather-bound document case containing humanity's final response to the Council's latest demands. For 2 centuries, humans had played the diplomatic game. They had compromised, negotiated, and bent their principles to maintain peace among the stars. But the Vrexian Accord had been the final straw. Ambassador Martinez, High Chancellor Treshkar's voice reverberated through the chamber, his 4 eyes blinking in what passed for amusement among the Calthine. We trust you bring humanity's acceptance of the Vrexian Accord? Eva placed her hands behind her back, standing at attention. Oliver moved to her right, his expression unreadable. Around them, representatives from 47 species watched with varying degrees of interest and condescension. High Chancellor, Eva began, her voice carrying the weight of humanity's collective fury. I bring humanity's response. But it is not what you expect. Treshkar's mandibles clicked together. Elaborate. The Vrexian Accord demands that humanity surrender 60% of our agricultural worlds, dismantle our defensive fleet to 1/10 of its current size, and accept Council oversight on all colonial expansion. Ava's eyes swept across the assembled aliens. In exchange, you offer us continued protection and guidance. The terms are standard for junior species, interjected Ambassador Ulith of the Confederation of Orion. Her crystalline form shimmered with self-satisfaction. Your species should be grateful for such generous. Oliver's voice cut through the chamber like a blade. It was the first time he'd spoken, and several representatives startled at his tone. You mistake patience for weakness. Eva continued. When humanity first achieved faster-than-light travel, we were greeted not with open arms, but with suspicion. We accepted this. When the Draken cluster crisis threatened galactic stability, human ships formed the vanguard that saved billions. We asked for nothing in return. Ancient history. Treshkar waved a manipulator dismissively. What is your point, human? My point, Eva said, opening the document case Oliver held, is that humanity is done asking for permission to exist. She withdrew a single sheet of holographic film. This is humanity's formal withdrawal from the Galactic Council and all associated treaties, effective immediately. The chamber erupted into chaos. Voices in a dozen languages overlapped, creating a cacophony of disbelief and outrage. You cannot, Treshkar began. We can, Oliver stated flatly. And we have. Humanity will retain all territories currently under our control. We will maintain our fleet at full strength, and we will expand wherever we choose. Ulith's laughter rang out, high and mocking. You are barely 300 years into space travel. You think you can survive without Council protection? The Krez Empire alone could annihilate your species within a stellar cycle. Eva smiled then, and it was not a pleasant expression. The Krez Empire tried that once. Do you remember the Battle of Proxima 7? The chamber fell silent. Every species present remembered. The Krez had sent their 3rd Armada to teach the upstart humans a lesson. Of the 5,000 Krez warships that entered human space, none returned. That was defense, Treshkar protested. Aggression is another matter entirely. We seek no war, Eva assured them, though her tone remained cold. We simply refuse to be subjugated. Humanity will honor existing trade agreements with individual species. We will maintain peaceful relations with those who wish it. But we will never again bow to this Council's demands. The Vrexian Accord was designed to maintain galactic stability. Another representative shouted from the upper galleries. Oliver's jaw tightened. The Vrexian Accord was designed to keep humanity weak. You fear what we might become if given freedom to grow. Your species is violent, unpredictable, Eulith began. Our species survived an ice age with stone tools, Ava interrupted. We rebuilt civilization after nuclear war. We terraformed Mars in under a century. We don't need your protection, Chancellor. We never did. You needed us compliant. Treshkar rose to his full height, his carapace gleaming under the chamber's lights. If you withdraw from the Council, you will face the consequences. Economic sanctions, territorial disputes, perhaps even military action. Ava and Oliver exchanged glances. Oliver nodded slightly. Then let me be perfectly clear, Eva said, her voice dropping to barely above a whisper, forcing the entire assembly to strain to hear her. Humanity built our first interstellar vessel from salvaged parts and mathematics scratched on cave walls. We made first contact while you were still arguing over whether we were sentient. We have fought off 3 invasions, survived 2 plagues, and established colonies on 74 worlds, all while playing by your rules. She stepped forward, her eyes blazing. Imagine what we'll accomplish without them. Oliver activated the holographic projector built into the document case. Images flooded the chamber schematics for weapons the Council had forbidden. Shield technology that surpassed anything the Calthine possessed. Engine designs that would make human ships the fastest in known space. This is only what we're willing to show you, Oliver said quietly. Humanity has been preparing for this moment since the Council first tried to limit our development. We hoped it wouldn't come to this. But you went too far, Eva finished. The Vrexian Accord was your mistake, not ours. Treshkar sank back into his seat. Around the chamber, representatives whispered urgently to their aides and colleagues. The reality of the situation was dawning on them. Humanity hadn't been gradually rising to match the Council's power. They had already surpassed it and simply chosen peace over dominance. Until now. What will you do? Eulith asked, her voice stripped of its earlier mockery. Eva secured the documents back in the case. We will explore. We will expand. We will trade with those who approach us in good faith. And we will defend ourselves with absolute prejudice against any who threaten human sovereignty. She and Oliver turned toward the exit. Ambassador Martinez, Treshkar called out. What if the Council seeks to restore relations in the future? Eva paused at the threshold, glancing back over her shoulder. Then approach us as equals, High Chancellor, not subjects. With that, the 2 humans walked out of the Galactic Council chamber, leaving behind 2 centuries of diplomatic submission and stepping into an uncertain but unshackled future. Behind them, in the stunned silence, the galaxy realized it had finally met humanity's limits, and those limits had teeth.